I don't like to like portray my negative energy out to people, my clients, just everybody in general, because oh, sorry, can I get a napkin? That's when my dad passed away, and I was literally going through it mentally, spiritually, and just physically, because not only that I lost my dad, but he was my best friend. At a young age, my mom going mentally insane, and my mom going through alcoholism. Wow. It really took a toll on me, because I was just like, all right, I'm not a little girl. You know, people only want to be surrounded by you when you're going through your worst time.
Yo, when I was doing nothing for myself, I had a million friends.
That's how
it's crazy.
I'm just like, yo, this is dope. So then I was just like, wow, if they could do it, I could do it. Watch out. And like,
so he said,
I hate you, bro.
What's going on, guys? For the third episode of the Bastien Show, we have none other than the one and only Cat Kills.
What's up, everybody?
I've been wanting to get her on for a long time. I love what she's doing in the city in regards to being a makeup artist, an entrepreneur, just being a woman, an influential woman in general.
Thank you.
So let's get right into it. As an influential woman, as a professional makeup artist, and as an entrepreneur, what do you think your superpower is?
Whew. Just me being authentically myself.
Okay, authenticity.
That's honestly what I could tell you, because I don't like putting myself in a box like everybody else, like, you know, being a generic, that's what I call it. Like everybody else, I just love being in my own little world, and I love creating, and it just makes me feel me. I express myself by doing that. So
where did all this start, right? Let's get into somewhat of your childhood. Let's go high school. Were you thinking about doing makeup? Were you thinking about this profession, or were you just trying little things out?
To be honest with you, no.
Not at all?
No, not at all.
So, all right, let's take me to high school, where sophomore year in high school.
Where we met.
Paint a little picture for you guys. Sophomore year in high school, it's a Friday night. What are we doing? I'm your best friend. What are we doing?
Right. Well, in my sophomore year, I'm gonna be a little deep, because that was literally the most traumatic time of my life. That's when my dad passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
Nah, it's okay. That's when my dad passed away, and I was literally going through it mentally, spiritually, and just physically, because not only that I lost my dad, but he was my best friend. And my mom just going through her stuff, and then my little sister, I had to raise her, and then it was too much on my shoulders at 16 years old. And let me tell you, I didn't know anything. I didn't want to know anything about anything or anybody or about life. Wow. It was that deep.
How has that shaped you as a woman?
My little sister, to be honest with you. Like, you know, losing her dad at a young age, my mom going mentally insane, and my mom going through alcoholism. Wow. It really took a toll on me, because I was just like, all right, I'm not a little girl no more. I need to step into my big woman shoes, and I got to do my part as a big sister / mom for my sister, because I want her to live a normal life. I don't want her to like burden the fact of like, okay, I don't have a dad. My mom's going mentally ill. I have nobody by my side, and I was always her #1 support for everything. So
wow, so you had to grow up early.
Yeah, I had to grow up very, very early, and you know, even though I didn't want it to be that way, but you know, it's life. What can I do? I'm only 16 years old, and you know, life is life. I have to get up and go with it.
But I'm sure that made you a stronger person, right?
Big time.
It made you resilient.
Very.
So how do you use that? Do you use that as motivation today in your work?
Big time.
In
it's all
ways?
about style and grace for me. The resilience is style and grace for me. I don't like to like portray my negative energy out to people, my clients, just everybody in general, because oh, sorry, can I get a napkin?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting a little.
It's all good. Take your time. You want us to stop it for a few?
No, we good. Now we good.
One take.
Nah, you want the real me? You're gonna get it in full effect.
Give it a.
You're gonna get me in full effect, and it is fine. Me being very strong, it wasn't a choice. It was literally given to me. Just like, okay, here's life. It slapped you in the face. Deal with it, whether you like it or not. What else can I say? It's just, I don't really talk about myself when it comes to that, because it's like, for me, it's like get up and go, get up and go, get up and go. And I never had a chance to actually sit down and reflect on myself. But when it came to my little sister, she gave me so much power. She gave me so much like hope, motivation and hope within myself. Like, okay, if I could hold it down for her, I need to think about myself at the end of the day. Because not only that I'm making my own legacy, but I'm also doing it for her as well. So,
and she needs somebody to look up to, right? Like she needs a role model. She needs an influencer. Like you said, your mom was going through her trials and tribulations, and you had to put your big girl pants on at an early age. So you have to be that person. So I commend you for that. That's extremely commendable.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's go on into junior, senior year, right? You're about a year or two out from your dad's passing, right? You see what your mom's going through. You're dealing with it for like a year or two.
Yeah.
How are you coping with it, and what are you doing next, right? Do you see any is makeup in your foresight while you're going through that? No, not at all.
Negative. I only did makeup for the fun of it, because I don't know, you remember, like I always dressed funky. My hair was always wild. Like I always love expressing myself from that manner. Because, hello, first of all, I'm a Libra. I love expressing myself. Very fashionable, you know. But other than that, like that's how originally I expressed myself. Makeup was never a factor. It was never a factor of mine. Did I really care for it? Negative. But within the moment of me expressing myself as like a regular teenager, of course, a little eyeliner, a little lipstick, I thought I was killing it. I really thought I did something. But yeah, like after that, like I was heavily into art. Like
painting.
Yeah.
Really?
I was a painter. I draw. I love photography. Like when it came to the arts, like that's how it really formed me as a person. But makeup, when I tell you it was a non-factor in my life, like
it wasn't it.
It wasn't it.
Okay. All right, so let's move on a little bit more, okay? Actually, let's stay there a little bit.
Okay.
Who are you surrounding yourself around this time frame, right? You're very expressive, you're very creative. Who's around you? What kind? So don't say names, because you know we in a small city. But what I mean by that is like, what types of personalities are you surrounded by? Are these people that are pushing you to be your best self? Are these people that want to party 24/7?
I cut that out.
Okay, so talk about it. Let's go. So you're like 17, 18 around this time, right? 17, 18 years old.
Yeah, like, all right, from 17, I'm not going to hold you. From 17 to like 22, I was going through a very deep rabbit hole of nonstop partying.
Okay,
it was nonstop partying every single day to the T. I wake up, whatever, I work, then later in the night, I go out and party all night and drink my life away. It wasn't for me. I wasn't in the right path. I wasn't with the right people, the right crowd or anything. You know, people only want to be surrounded by you when you're going through your worst time.
That's a ball drop right
when
there.
I tell you, around that time when I was going through my deep depression, like I'm telling you, Michael, I was mentally, physically going through it. I wasn't eating. I wasn't sleeping. I was literally drinking my life away. I didn't care about anything within myself. All I wanted to do was get pretty, go out and party and drink my life away. That's all I wanted to do. And that's all the people wants you to do.
And that's what I realized. It's crazy that you say that, because I was talking to somebody the other day and I was like, yo, when I was doing nothing for myself, I had a million friends.
That's how it is.
It's crazy.
Can I say something? I'm gonna unspill some tea right now. Misery loves company. That's what it is.
Yes.
The more miserable you are, the more company that you're gonna have. Why? Because they're miserable and they want to drag you down.
They want to drag you down.
That's what it is.
And then now, I'm pretty sure now your circle is so small to the point where it's like, now you have the opportunity to be selective with who's around you.
Oh, big time.
Because now you know, like, okay, that's an energy drainer.
Yep.
Or that's a leech. You could point it out now, because when you were down here, they were always, yo, Michael, what's the vibe? Yo, Kat, what's the vibe?
Yep.
But when you get up here, it's like, she thinks she's too good for everybody.
That's how
he
it is.
He thinks he's too good for everybody. They Hollywood now. I ain't trying to be around that.
And let me tell you, a lot of people has told me that. They go, I know you mad Hollywood right now. It's just, no, it's not Hollywood. It's evolving.
And you know what it does? It forces, so your success forces people to look at themselves and look in the mirror.
A self-reflection.
Self-reflection. It forces themselves
Yes,
to
sir.
take accountability, for lack of better words, right? And that's what I feel like a lot of people in society, this city, just lack. Being accountable, even though that's one of your biggest superpowers in life, like to be accountable gives you power over your life.
Own actions, yeah.
But individuals tend to like stray away from it because they think it's gonna make them look small or weak or things of that nature.
Exactly, and this is where I spin back to the first question, what you asked me, like what represents me and stuff, and I say authenticity. There we go. Do I need to go deep with that? Because I've literally dealt with people that like, they all talk. Yeah, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the realest, and this and the third. Okay, but show me.
They're the fakest people though.
Exactly.
Because the realest people take action. That's what I realized.
And when I tell you, Michael, when I was going through that phase from 19 to literally like 22, 23, heavy partying, nonstop, after party after after party. You think that people are checking on me? Have you eaten? Are you okay? Do you want to go home? This and the third. You want to clean yourself up a little bit because you're getting a little sloppy. They don't care for that. You're just an extra body to literally be there to enjoy everybody else's company.
And I think that's where we met, because we were going through the same shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to party,
bro, constantly,
every weekend.
Constantly.
And it's crazy because around that time, I was talking to somebody the other day about this as well. Around that time, I thought I would never get tired of partying.
Bro,
and then when you grow up, you're just like, there's so much more to life.
Let me tell you, whenever my friends cancel on something, I'm literally crying with happiness. I'm like, I'm going back to bed. Let me see, I'm gonna do a new skincare and I'm taking my butt to bed. That's what we're doing. Out, I don't know what outside is anymore.
I respect it.
I don't want to know about it.
I want to pivot a little bit into Kat's fantasy.
Okay.
I've been following it, I've seen it. Tell us about it, right?
Okay.
Talk to the camera and tell them, act like they're like a 5-year-old child.
Like a 5-year-old child. I can't stand you. Okay. Well, hi, 5-year-old child. My name is Kai.
5-year-old children.
Okay. Well, like again, what's up, everybody? My name is Kai. Personally, my people, like Michael, knows me as Katharina. That's my gov, but we don't go by my gov. Is Kat, because it's too long. Anyways, so Cat Kills came about around 2017. This is when me and my man, we started getting extremely serious in our relationship. And he honestly gave me the inspiration, like, hey, like, you're really doing good with makeup. I think you should go full time. Like, I'll be honest with you, he gave me that extra push. So I really thought about it and I was like, kind of like, about it. But then I actually did it. And then I was just like, babe, what should I do? Da-da-da. And he was like, okay, what goes through your mind? I'm like, a fantasy. I'm like, oh snap, Cat's Fantasy. He's like, yo, that's a dope name. So then that's how we did it. So the representation of Cat's Fantasy is literally how I feel, how I express myself, how I dress. It's just everything that embodies me and what works in my mind. I don't like doing the same looks. I just, no, it doesn't inspire me. It doesn't, no. I love color. I love glitter. I love rhinestones. I love everything that is like very like couture. Like, it's just, that's how I am. And I'm all about the cleanliness and just, that's just me. Anybody who knows me, that's me. I'm a big time OCD person. I'm very detailed and everything. But when it comes to Cat's Fantasy, you're literally entering my world. When you come in for a service, I have my crystals out. I got nice music, candles lit, whatever you need. I'm here to literally service you. You're just there, and I'm there to be there for you. But other than that, yeah, that's what Cat's Fantasy is.
I love that.
No, of course.
That was dope.
That's what it is. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, because a lot of people do makeup just because they see like the OGs. Like, for an example, the biggest inspiration of me going into makeup, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if you heard of her, but I hope you do. Carlota, Clax.
Clax, yeah, Beauty by Clax.
Beauty by Clax. And let me tell you, the first time like I was into makeup, I looked at her and I was just like, yo, she's a representation of me. She's Latina, she's thick, and she's kind of like my skin color, and look at her doing all these weird and funky stuff. I love her because she stepped outside of her comfort zone. She's like, I'm not doing like everything, like what everybody else is doing. I'm doing my wave. And I was just like, yo, this is literally how I think. Like, this is my style. This is me. And one day, her and Corey, that's her best friend, he also does makeup as well. They invited me over for a demo. And she asked me...
Explain what a demo is.
A demo is like, basically like they're putting you out there, like, you know, like, talking about yourself, like, you know, like a little interview, like how we're doing now. And they were doing a makeup on me, and they were asking me questions, like getting to know me as like quote unquote the new generation of makeup. Because Clax and Corey, they're literally the OGs, like they're the pioneers of makeup when it comes to this city. And to this day, I will give them their flowers, because they literally like inspired me, and they taught me many things. And when Carlota asked me, hey, like, what is your inspiration? Like, you know, who inspired you to do makeup? And I looked at her directly in the face and I said, you. You. Just like that. And she was in shock. I was like, girl, I wouldn't be surprised if I were you. I would not be surprised.
The dopest thing is that a lot of people wouldn't shout somebody out because of hate or envy, but I don't feel any of that from you.
No, me, negative. That is a big negative. I'm all about love. I'm all about reciprocating love and energy. That's what I'm all about. I don't understand this nastiness, this hate, this negative just aura. Like, I never understood it. Never have, never will. And I don't want to know it.
And that's why I rock with you. That's why you're here. So when people watch this episode, I want them to get as much value as possible. So let's go into how you do your makeup. And I got a couple questions for you that's gonna guide you into what I really want you to get into. But let's say you get a client, right? I'm gonna give you a couple scenarios. Say you get a client, right? Say she has oily skin, acne, possibly even eczema. How are you going about doing the makeup for somebody who's like that?
Everybody's different in their own way. Like how you literally broke it down, combination skin, texture skin, like everything in between. It's all about prepping and priming the skin.
Prepping and priming, okay.
Because people think that like, oh, you cannot prep and prime your skin, just makeup is right there, you're ready to go and that's it. No, you're supposed to prep and prime your skin before you literally clog your pores with all of these products and stuff, because that's basically what it is. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like people think like makeup, oh my god, I have a little pimple and it's huge, I'm gonna like put it away, it doesn't work like that. Oh my god, I have a little bit of a mustache, because you know some girls, they have facial hair. And I'm not gonna hold you, you know, I'm one of them, you know. I'm a Chewbacca, but other than that, you know, we gotta clean, ladies. We gotta clean the face, because if you're gonna have a full face of makeup, let me tell you, when you have them peach fuzz, honey, I can see that from a mile away.
It's gonna stand up.
Bro.
So prepping and priming, is that essentially cleaning out the pores?
Yes.
And just getting your face ready to matte all that stuff on it, right?
Basically, not matte it out, but just like to literally balance the skin.
Balance the skin.
That's
all right,
what
you gotta talk to me like
is.
a little kid, because I don't know nothing about
makeup. No, it's okay. Okay, so when it comes to like, let's say if I'm dealing with an oily texture skin, like let's say for myself, I'm combination. The outer part of my face is dry. Not too dry, but good enough dry.
The T-zone is oily.
The T-zone is extremely oily. So what I like to do whenever a client comes in, I like to wipe down the face really, really good. I put serum so then it could like balance out the hydration of the skin, and I let it sit throughout the whole entire time that like I do the eyebrows and the eyes. So that's how I do it. I like to prep and prime the skin so then it could like, you know, come back with a hydration. And then I go with the eyebrows and the eyes. After when I'm done with that, I clean it out. I put lashes on. And then after that, I go in with the primer.
Okay.
The primer is literally the base of, you know, your foundation, your concealer, the powders and everything. Like, so that you can have a clean and fresh base. Because a lot of people literally forget the fact that we're human. We have pores, we have creases, we have all of that. They think when it comes to makeup that you're gonna be porcelain, that you're gonna be like, no, Miss Girl. Let's be honest. We got wrinkles, we got ripples, we got crevices, we got everything in between. I don't care. You really have to like get into it when it comes to the skincare in order for you to actually put all the extra stuff on top. How are you gonna put layers and layers and layers and layers and layers without a good base.
And everything starts with the foundation.
Not only that, not only the foundation, it's all about skin prep.
Skin prep.
It's all about skin prep.
No, that's what I mean, like the foundation of how you're doing it.
Exactly. When it comes to an oily textured, I like using more matte. When it comes to like a more drier, like let's say like the eczema people, I like using more dewy products. So then it can literally balance out with the skin. Because a lot of people, like let's say back in 2016, you remember when the girls had the Drake eyebrows and like the crazy contour and the highlight. We were doing way too much. We thought we were doing something, but it really backfired, let me tell you. Because I be looking at my old videos and everything. I'm like, ah, who's that? Oh my God. It's an alien. Oh my God. Like nobody told me my eyebrows were this thick and you were my friends. I hate y'all. But anyways, like, but it's okay though. Like you live and learn.
Exactly.
You know, you live and learn. It wasn't perfect or whatever, but it's okay. A lot of people back in the day, they thought, okay, so if I use a matte concealer, a matte foundation, and this is the third, blah, 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 I'm not going to sweat. Honey, when I tell you, I'll go up to your face and I see all those creases, you did everything incorrect. Incorrect, and I could tell you why. But a lot of people don't like to listen, but you know what? It's okay.
Yeah, just tell her your cat's fantasy and that's it.
I hate you. I hate you. No, like, me, I don't, be nice, be nice.
Yeah, you gotta be
nice.
All right, nice. That's scenario number 1. So scenario number 2, right? You're doing someone's makeup. You're basically done or you're in the middle. You fuck up. What are you doing? That's
never happened to me. Actually, you know what's crazy? If I quote unquote mess up, this is a trick. Never tell your clients you mess up. Because if you tell your clients you mess up, you're literally putting them in panic mode.
Anxiety, yep.
Oh my God, Miss Girl messed up and this is the third and I gotta leave at this time and she's messing up on this, so she gotta do all this. No, too much commotion, because if you're on 10 and she's on 10, that's not good. So what I do, I keep it calm, cool, and collective. I'm like, okay, honey, I'm gonna take about like 20 minutes, this and that. Like, you know, just sweet talk them, ease your way in. Okay, I'm just gonna like fix this real quick, da-da-da. Okay, then no, that's fine. Boop, 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 boop. You do everything low key. That's it, and keep it pushing. Because if you on 10 and you tell them what happened and they're gonna be on 10, then there's gonna be a lot of commotion between y'all. But other than that, I don't mess up.
I respect that. I respect that. Nah, it's because I say that because I'm a guy. Barbers, they mess up. They're like, they looking at you. They're like, every 5 seconds. And it's like, bro, your lineup is your life. And, unless you're bald. But your lineup is your life.
Not
so
the
it's
balding. Not the balding. I hate you.
But it's like, yo, when you see a barber looking at you like this, yo, take notes, guys. You see a barber looking at you like this, they fuck your shit up.
I hate you, bro. No, it's true for a man. It's either you make it or you break it.
Yeah, you make it or you break it.
There's no in between.
But okay, that was scenario number 2. All right, let's get off of it. Let's go into the mindset. So I want to talk about the mindset you have to be an entrepreneur, to be, you know, this influential woman that you are. What kind of mindset does one have to have? Do you think, and to ask a better question, do you think you were made to become this person, or do you think you cultivated the skill over time?
To be honest with you, I feel like I was made for this.
Made for this? You feel like you were just born in makeup?
Sort of, kind of in the middle.
Okay.
It actually, like, it gradually came into my life. So like after when I was like 19 years old, I was kind of back and forth from New York a lot, because I do have a lot of family and I'm from out there too, and then I have a lot of family out here, so I was always back and forth with it. But I was actually a plus size model around the time when I was 19.
We're gonna drop some pictures in here, yeah?
I hate you. No, let's not. Can we not? Thank you. We're not doing that. That was a dark time. No, I hate you. It was a dark time.
How was it a dark time if you're a model?
It was a dark time. Let's not go there.
All right, I respect it. All right, continue.
Anyway, so I was a plus size model, and then I always seen like the makeup artists doing their thing, and I was just like, like, you know, this type cool. Like they literally in their own world, they're creating, and you know, they're literally broadcasting their work out to the world, and I'm just like, yo, this is dope. So then I was just like, wow, if they could do it, I could do it. Watch out. And
So he said,
I hate you, bro. But no, seriously, but like I was just like very interested. I was just like, yo, this is weird. I never seen no makeup artists, you know, doing it big out here. So I was just like, you know what, let me try. So then I tried and tried. Horrible. But you know, I pushed through. Horrible. But I kept pushing through, and it was to the point that I was at my peak of like finally perfecting my work. And that's when, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, if it wasn't for my man, like, he was literally on my back, like, yo, girl, you better be on your P's and Q's with this. Because now, you think you're getting clients now? Imagine 2 years later. What happened? 2 years later, from then to now, I increased my rates. I started traveling, started working with, you know, big people. And
we're gonna get into that soon.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I started working with good people, and yeah, that's when I literally like was like, you know what, this is a real deal thing. So I was just like, you know what, I'm made for this, because I came from a rough setting, and I always been hard on myself, and I've always been very direct, and especially when I put my mind and my soul and my passion into something, I'm gonna go full throttle. That's me all the way. Because me, I'm a natural born hustler. Like, I'm all about my money. But I do it with style and grace.
Exactly.
You know, I don't like doing anybody grimy. I don't like none of that. Like, I don't believe in that. Like me, I'm very forward with it. I'm very direct. I'm in your face, whether you like it or not. Because I'm a creator. I'm a makeup artist. I'm my own boss. And I have my own way of doing things and working things. And that's me.
All right, this is my favorite question to ask on the show.
Scary.
Because I feel like this question gives the most value to the people that are listening.
Okay.
And the question is, what was the greatest failure? And when I ask this question again, it's not what was the biggest L as in loss, it's what was the biggest L as in lesson. So what was the greatest failure? So not like, I was doing modeling or like, oh, I shot a basketball and I missed and I failed. It's more like, what did you fail at so much that helped you learn so much, and now you use that to go on and perfect other things? Does that make sense?
Sort of, kind of in the middle.
All right, I'll explain it this way. So what did you fail at, right? Example could be like makeup, right?
Okay.
Say you were doing makeup. Example, you're doing makeup and you just kept fucking everybody up. But there was probably this one time or this one situation where it's like, I know what I fucked up in. Now I could take this and moving on to that.
Of course.
But let's not use makeup. Let's use like a real life scenario. If that makes sense.
So
you could use makeup. You could do that.
Actually, yes and no. How I'm gonna explain to what happened. And the reason why I popped off so much right now, and I'm gonna tell you why. It was around the time when the pandemic first started. And I was like literally like in a limbo of like, okay, working a corporate job. And then I was doing makeup on the weekends. And it was a lot for me. Like, it was draining me, working 40 plus hours in a corporate job and then doing makeup back to back during the weekends. I don't have a life, and I'm always like encerrada en la casa. But it's fine, whatever. So then it was the peak of the pandemic. Excuse me. And one day I decided to take a vacation because it was during tax season. I was doing payroll and bookkeeping, and then me with the business, and it was too much for me. Like, literally mentally, I was going insane. I was just like, you know what, I need some time for myself. I told Michael, I was just like, yo, get ready, we're going to Miami, we're going to be there for 2 weeks. I need to clear my mind. Porque yo no puedo, because like literalmente, like Michael, I was about to blow my mind. I was just like, yo, I need these 2 weeks off. And you know, around that time, they were like, okay, whether you travel, even if you're sick or not, you need to like take another week off to quarantine because you were in a whole nother state. I was just like, all right, bet. So then I told my boss, I was just like, all right, this and the third, blah, blah, blah. He was like, okay, that's fine, take another week off. I was like, all right, valid. But see, the week comes, I go in and tell me how he's like, oh, come into my office. I'm like, all right, bro, okay. Before I start my shift, okay, cool. He goes, you're terminated.
Wow.
You're terminated. I was like, oh, this how we doing things? Okay, bet. What's up? Oh, no, because you abandoned your job. I'm like, how? If I asked you permission and you told me yes and I have proof. He's like, no, you abandoned it. I sent your 2 weeks of your paycheck. Here you go, get out my office. I was like, oh, this is how we're doing things. Well, you know what? It's cool. It's okay. I called Michael and I told him, More, this is what happened, this and the third. He picked me up in 2 minutes, pop. Went downstairs. And let me tell you, till this day, and I thank my man for this. I'm not saying it because he's my man. I'm saying it because he's my best friend. Like, that man, he's down. He's my rock. He literally told me, Ma, you know what to do. I ain't got to tell you shit. You know what to do. What I do, I went on my Instagram, I went on Facebook, all my platforms. What's up, girls? I'm doing full-time makeup from now on. When I tell you, yo, Michael, I cried in the car. When I tell you, within that moment, I had over 50 messages. Pop, 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 pop. I wanted this day, I wanted this day, I want this then this time, and this and the third, this is what we're doing, da 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 da. I cried for 2 hours in the car.
As you should.
And when I tell you, it was such a beautiful and liberating feeling, because I was just like, yo, me working in a corporate job, that's not me. That's not Kat. Where am I? Who am I? What is my purpose within myself and life? What are we doing from here? And literally, Michael was just like, you know what? You already know what to do. We're going home. You're going to clean up your studio. Dust off those spider webs. It's time to work. And that's exactly what I did. From there, I was just in a tunnel vision. Just like, this is what I got to do. This is what I got to perfect. This is what I got to do. I got to keep on creating content. Push, 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 push. And that's exactly what I did. So that answers the question. I'm telling you, inflation is inflationing.
So what you're saying is consistency. That's what is key, and that's what brought out your content. That's what pushed it out further.
Yes, sir.
Give us go a little deeper. Like, how often are you posting? How do you select what you post? Like, let's get a little deeper into it. If there was somebody here that was doing makeup just like you, they wanted to pop off just like you, how would you advise them? Talk to them like they're a little kid. How would you advise them?
Okay, so
let's give them value.
How I will give them advice. First and foremost, consistency is the holy grail of keys. That's what it is. You want to entertain your audience. You want to be like, like, this is me. This is what you're about. This is your purpose. You're literally putting yourself and everything of you out to the table. How are you expecting to get clients if you're just there doing nothing? You're supposed to do something. You're supposed to be creating. Like, literally, like, boom, you're giving birth left to right. Boom, I slayed this look, gave birth. Boom, I slayed this look, gave birth. Like, you just got to keep on searching and growing and evolving within yourself and your art. You always got to stay true to yourself when it comes to your art. Like, when it comes to me creating content, I just go deep with music. I literally like to feel the vibration. I actually, I pray before I make an intense look because it takes me hours. So I like to pray. I like to manifest. I like to relax my body, my head, mind, and soul. And I just go with the vibes. And I always have a little booklet with me. Okay, this is what I'm doing. This is the style. This is the outfit. This is how I'm going to do the hair. This is the color combinations. You always have to be consistent, and you always have to be ready to go when it comes to content creating. Remember, when it comes to content creating, you're literally reaching for your followers. You put yourself out there. Don't be copying girl. Don't be copying guy. Don't be copying nobody. Be authentic with yourself and just put yourself out there. Like, don't be shy. Honey, the internet is for everybody. Like, I'm not joking. When I tell you social media, it's like literally at its all-time maximum peak. I'll be honest with you, just by you farting on a camera, you already big. Oh my gosh, she huge, she this and the third. That's what I'm saying. Don't be doing the same stuff, because honey, once when you're a one-trick pony and you keep doing the same thing, riding the same wave of the same look every single time, you get tired, you get boring. You're just gonna be the last minute and then, oh, okay, boom, we go to you. No, honey. A lot of these people want excitement. You want to put your people out of their comfort zone. Like, whenever I work with people, I tell them, yo, what do you like? Oh, I like this look. Nah, I'm gonna switch it up a bit. Oh, no. I forced them. I was just like, I love you, but we're doing this because it's in my mind and I can't get it out. And I'm going to get tight if I don't get it out. But yeah, but when it comes to content creating, please guys, like be on top of it. Be clean, cuts, organized. Don't be sloppy with your work. Like really be on top of it because that's how you grow as a content creator. But yeah, pretty much.
That was a lot. That was a mouthful.
It is a mouthful because, like, bro, people think like, oh my God, I'm just gonna get in the camera, bien chula, bien linda. Like, it don't work like that.
And I'm gonna go viral.
And I'm gonna go viral. It don't work like that.
Are there any
bro.
like backgrounds that you keep in mind, or is it just solid black, solid white, or?
To be honest with you, like in my studio, everybody knows whenever you go in my studio, I have this like little triangle thing. I'm trying to take that out. It is so ugly, bro. I don't know what me and my mom were thinking. We thought we killed it, but no. But I'm actually gonna try like all black, like maybe one black wall, like something like that, like to keep a solid color because it just gives you more of that like deep contrast. Like it just focuses on you. I don't want to focus on nobody else. I want to focus on my client. That's all I want to focus on. Like it's there, pretty much.
That was good. That was good. New York Fashion Week.
Yes, sir.
How did that come about?
So, New York Fashion Week originally came about a couple years ago. I was very back and forth with it. One of my cousins, he actually was the executive director of Teen Vogue magazine. And he was always inviting me and stuff like that. But
shout him out.
Oh, no, I love you, Phil.
Shout out to Phil.
I love you, Phil. He was actually the first person to ever gift me my first brushes.
Wow.
Makeup brushes. And ever since I was, like 17 years old, ever since he gifted me those brushes, he was just like, I believe in you. I don't know where you're going in life, but I know makeup is for you some way, somehow. Wow. And mind you, I wasn't thinking about it.
That's crazy.
I wasn't thinking about it. He was the first one to call it out. He was just like, this is made for you. This is you all the way. So get with it, and I still have the brushes till this day. Yeah, so with Fashion Week, I always knew about it. Like I was very back and forth with it. Like I didn't really care for it because around that time period, I was party, and I was too focused here. I wasn't, evolving and putting myself out there like as I should. And he was just like, nah, girl. So then I didn't pay mind to him, so that was whatever until. When was it? Last year, one of my really, really good best friends, Sky Ramos, he is actually an international model.
Wow.
Yes, he is one of the best people, loving, kind-hearted, hard-working people that I've ever met in my life. He was actually on the billboards of New York and Times Square, and I was with him to accompany him to congratulate him. He basically invited me out to Fashion Week. He's like, since you keep on getting all these invitations, you never go, come on for me. I was like, best. So I like tiptoed in it. And then, I was just like, all right, so if I'm going to go out there, I got to go kill it with style. And that's exactly what I did. So I was just like, all right, this is what I'm going to do. And this is how I'm going to present myself. When I kid you not, people saw my style and especially my nails. Like right now, they're not long. But the first time I went to Fashion Week, I had super long nails. And I'm gonna put the video.
The pictures gonna be
I'm gonna put pictures and
stuff.
I had long nails and I kid you not, everybody was just like, who are you? How do you wipe your ass? What's going on? Like, it's just like, it was a lot. I'm like, honey, this is fashion. This is me. Like, I really thought I was doing something, which I kind of did, but you already know. So, yeah, like right there, I started networking with people because it's just like when you enter Fashion Week, it's either you work for Fashion Week or you're there to like be entertained and like network with people. So right there, I was just like, you know what, since I'm there to support Sky, because he was there modeling for one of the designers there. And I'm there and everybody, I don't know what it was, everybody was gravitating to me. I didn't do shit. And like literally everybody was gravitating to me. I was just like, all right, this is me, this is dirt. I had my business cards, pop, pop, pop. I was just like right there, killing it with the energy. I was like, this me, you need me, here you go, pow. Like that's how it was. And then boom, here comes around the summertime, which just passed. I got invited again for Fashion Week. So I go and I'm like, all right, so I got to step it up a notch. So what I did, I went to go get my hair braided by Kenya. Love you, Bob Braids. We gotta shout her
that's
out.
the homie.
That is
Shout
my
out.
girl,
Shout
my
out
home
Kenya.
skillet biscuit. If she would be in my pocket, she would, and I love you. That's my bitch.
That's the homie.
But literally, I went to go get my hair braided by her, and I told her, I was like, girl, we pushing it today. She's like, oh, how long? I was like, girl, down here.
To your ankles.
To my ankles.
Really?
Yeah, so
You got pictures?
Yes, I do.
We putting that shit in there too.
Yes, I do. And I even have a video of me, like, I was just like, length, darling. I was just like, look at the length.
That's crazy.
Like, I'm telling you, like, full on. When I tell you, Kenya took 13 hours.
13 hours.
13 hours on my pretty old head.
That check was crazy.
Oh, no, and I tipped her on top, too. What you thought? What you thought? Like, I love her.
13 hours.
When I went to that fashion show, I kid you not, I was breaking necks left to right.
As you should.
Because let me tell you, it's not about only the style. When I tell you I'm known for my hair, I love doing funky stuff with my hair. So once when I pulled up and everybody saw my hair very gracefully, edges on fleek, everything, outfit on point, honey, and I'm smelling good as I do now. And I walk in with style and grace, and I'm here like, I don't know what to expect, but I'm here to support Sky. I don't know where this is gonna go. Boom, I end up sitting next to a fashion designer. I end up sitting next to photographers. I end up like, and then people were gravitating towards me. They were like, who are you? Why are you here? Where you come from? This and the third. I was like, well, my name is Kai. I'm here to support my best friend, but I'm a makeup artist. You know, here you go. And everybody started seeing me and my looks and everything like that. And then all of a sudden, towards the end of the fashion show, all of the photographers were on top of me. They were like, here, yo, Kat, stay right there. Da, da, da. Click, 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 click. There was like 15 photographers. I'm like, well, I don't know what's going on here. You want this? Like, I don't know what's going on.
This is me.
It's me. Like, literally, I don't know where we were going with it, but it's okay. But see, so then all of a sudden, I get a text message. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Because the designer, Cleon, which I'm going to tag him, lovely person, very, very hardworking. As well, the designer, Cleon, like, he's very direct and he's very thing. So I was just like, boy, I'm going to shoot my shot. I shoot my shot with him. I was like, Cleon, this is my work. Here you go. Because I was a little scared because his presence is a little intimidating. I was like, here you go, Cleon. All right, here.
Hey, Clee.
All right. And then I was like, I bet. And then he was like, yeah, we're going to talk, which we are. We are technically talking and stuff, which hopefully I do get to go back to New York and I do work with him for Fashion Week. But I was basically the headline.
That's crazy.
I don't know how, I don't know where, but I was the headline. Like, my picture was like, bow. I was just like, oh, this is where we at? This is what we doing?
This is what we doing.
I was like, oh, okay, all right. Yo, homegirl outside, nice of a day, here we go. But like, yes, pretty much. It was a lovely experience. Like, not only I'm there physically working, but networking, you get to a lot of places because you never know who you are going to meet, where you're going to go, anything. You always need to be picture ready, head to toe, clean and cut, and you got to know what to say, how to move, and everything in the tea. But
yeah, and that's what people underestimate, right? Because the individuals that you meet randomly, the strangers, those are the individuals that are going to take you to that next place, that next chapter of your life. And they say, like, your network is your net worth. And like, people want to chill in the hood all day, chill with the same people that aren't doing nothing. And they don't understand, like, bro, you chill in the hood, you stay in the hood, that's where you're going to be. That's where you're always going to be.
I call it hood lock. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Hood lock.
Hood lock. That's what you are. Like, a lot of people are so quick to like, oh my God, drama. Oh my God, party over here, party over there, this and the third. But then when you talk to them, like, okay, business, equity, you know, financing, blah, 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 like all of these business plans and everything, they're like, who, what, when? I don't know this. You're weird. You're out the circle. That's basically what it is. Like, when I tell you a lot of people that I used to hang out with, like, I calmly took myself out because I was basically getting rejected for the person who I was becoming for some people. Because they wanted me to like stay in the same position as like old miserable cat drinking every day, wasting her life, not eating, basically almost dying. But like, yeah, pretty much malnourished. I could go on. They won't give a rat's ass because I'm a cat. Oh, because I'm in her house. Oh, because money. Oh, because of this. Oh, because of the connects. Oh, because of this and the third. And it's just like, I'm not only known for that, I'm human. I don't want to be only known as like the party girl. I don't want none of that. I'm here for my business, I'm here for art, and I'm here for myself.
And this, great segue into the next question. Since we're talking about people,
yes,
the
sir?
jealousy, the envy.
I don't believe in that.
You don't believe in it?
No, sir.
The individuals around you, as you started to climb your way up, did you see the energy shift? Did you feel the difference?
Oh no, big time. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't believe in that. Why? Because if I literally put my time and energy into that jealousy of that person or who say whatever, I'm gonna be only focusing on that. It's like a bug, it's like an itch.
And you're gonna be attracting that.
I'm gonna be attracting the itch, and I don't want that. What I wanna be attracting to is elevating.
Money,
manifestation. It goes on. Like, no tea, no shade. I had a girlfriend a couple years ago. We were the best of friends. I'm not gonna get into deep to it, but long story short, she always threw shade at me because of how I do makeup or how I do my pricings or how I style myself or something. It was always, oh, but, and it was tea and shade in my face. So what I do, I ate it up, I shit it out. I was just like, deuce.
Peace.
I'm not gonna let that go into my head. No, for what? What am I gonna get out of it? What am I winning in life out of it? Nothing. I'm not getting nothing out of jealousy. I don't believe in that. I don't want to see it. I don't want to cross encounter of it. No. So I push and I gracefully, style and grace. That's what I do. Jealousy, I don't know her.
And that's what I realized. Like, people from your past, they can't see you past where they knew you. So that's why, like, you have to really take them away, because you could be the president. You could be you could become like a Jay-Z type of person, A&R, crazy, and they're still gonna be in the hood like,
girl,
he ain't like that. She ain't like that. I know him. I played ball with him. We used to run the same block.
But what's so funny, and this is another thing, I had this conversation with Michael the other day. I was just like, a lot of people could say that they know you. Like, oh my God, Sandbox. Oh my God, like 10 plus years, da da da. I know this person, but do you really know me? Were you next to me? Were you actually going through life with me? There's people that I know 10 plus years. I could be the same old cat, but do you really know me? Do I really know you? You a whole complete stranger to me. I don't know you.
You just been around.
You just been around. That's what it is. And let me tell you, all those acquaintances, oh honey, black.
Weed whacker scissors.
Big time. I don't believe in acquaintances. Oh my God, hi, bye. That's all I do. I don't like getting too buddy with people. I don't know.
And that's the thing. It's the individuals that put the least amount of effort into getting to know you who think they know you the most. And that's what's the most irritating, right? Because this person doesn't even get deep into your life, doesn't ask you deep questions. They're like, I know that dude. Bro,
that's how it basically is.
You don't know me. You knew me. You knew who I was in the past.
Thank you. You knew the old me.
You knew the old me. Exactly. And that's why, like, the people that you cut off in the past, you got to remember this as well. Say you cut somebody off in 2014, that's the time where they knew you, and that's the person they know. They don't know this version of you. We're in 2023. So if you cut somebody off in 2017, they know you from 2017, but they don't know the evolved version of Cat Kills, Cat Fantasy.
What's crazy is that this other friend of mine, we actually had a little situation, let's just say that. It was very, very horrible. I'm not gonna hold you, and I'm not gonna get into names or anything like that, but one day one of my homegirls was like, you know what, I'm gonna cook a dinner. I'm gonna invite this person over. I want you to hear that person's side out, and I just want you guys to reconcile. I was just like,
become cordial
because she was cool with him, that person within the time. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. So we met up. And when that person felt my energy, my presence, my aura, he was like, yo, I don't know who you are. This is a whole complete different Kat. And I love it. Because before you were rowdy, you were rough, you were in your face, you're at peace. I'm like, that's what I'm all about now. I don't look for trouble. I don't want trouble. I don't want to be trouble. I don't care. I don't see, I don't hear, out of sight, out of mind. That's me all the way.
Amen.
And when I tell you, when that person that I had problems with, when he saw me, he was like, bro, hats off to you, girl. Like, this is not the same person I met this many years ago. And that goes to show you for a lot of things. And for the people who are watching and listening, please evolve. Please think about yourself. Please be selfish. Please be the new generational wealth. Okay, don't fall into old habits. Don't fall into the hood lock. I don't want none of it. Please evolve, grow, expand, spread your wings, throw a fart if you need to get up to the air extra more. I don't give a rat's ass. Just go for it. Because let me tell you, if the people who really knew me back in the day, I was heavy into alcohol. I was heavy into the drinking and the party life and no sleeping and here and there and here. It's just like I was wasting my life. I was wasting my time and energy and my youth. I was wasting everything, and I was literally just going nowhere in life. I literally like scraped all my shit together. I was like, girl, we gotta get it on. Hold up, you losing your shit. Cooked it all together. I sazonalo, pop. And literally at the age of 25, that's when I actually got my shit together.
Essentially, and you know what's crazy about that? Like when you say that, it's if that man or that person who you're talking about didn't meet you on that day, he would have still kept you in the same light that he did prior.
Oh yeah, big time.
And that's just so crazy to me. Like, people don't believe you evolve until they see it. And that's just the reality of life. So you got to make sure you're doing shit, because social media, right? We could look at it as a facade. I could go on social media tomorrow, rent out a Lamborghini, and I could say I'm a millionaire.
Oh, no.
And I'm a millionaire.
Let me tell you, social media is so fake. Like,
it's crazy fake.
It's wild fake.
And it's like people are living these lives that aren't even truly them. You get what I mean? So it's dope, and I'm happy that you got to reconcile that relationship, because who knows where that can go in the future now.
Oh no, of course, but forgave but not forget. That's all I could say.
I mean, that's a part of life, though.
Yeah, let's keep it cute, but yeah.
I'd say that too, because I'm the exact same way, right? Like, there's individuals in my life that I used to chill with prior, and you're a better woman than me, because for me, it's like I give people so many chances, and after a certain point, I'm not giving you an explanation as to why.
No,
talk.
I stopped.
You know what I'm saying?
I stopped giving explanations. I'm gonna be so dead ass with you. It's draining. It's exhausting.
Because people know what they're doing. That's
they
what
know what they're doing. We wrong.
So when it's all said and done, Kat, all said and done, right?
Okay.
When you think about your future, or you think about your life in the moment, and you think, I made it, right? Kat made it. I did everything I accomplished. What kind of person are you, and what are you doing? I know you've never been asked that before. I just hate you with that.
No, and I love it. No, yeah, I'm here like, damn, what the fuck am I gonna say? Like, no, but I've never been asked that question before. And I love it. Thank you for that, because now you got this little nutshell working. Originally speaking, like right now, I feel like I haven't made it to where I want to be. I'm not at my full potential, because I have so many projects and so many things that I'm working on that I know it's gonna get me to that level.
But when you think about where you want to be, right? Like, if you were, say, you fast forward into the future and you're the person you want to be, who is that person?
Happy.
Happy. What does that entail? Go deeper. Elaborate.
Because of what I've went through as a kid.
But I'll give you a little example. Like, you're doing makeup on a wide scale. You're a traveling makeup artist with high profile celebrities. Like, what do you paint the picture for the audience as to who you are? Like, when you envision, I'm pretty sure you're a visionary like me. I'm pretty sure you write down your goals.
Which I do.
You have a place, you have a destination you want to reach, and once you get there, the destination increases. So when you think about like what is the embodiment of who you want to be? Go deep into it. Like you're a traveling makeup artist. You own a freaking a whole bunch of salons that do makeup, or you know what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying. Like when it comes to my projects in the future, I actually want to create my own makeup line. I want to create. I don't want to put it out too much because it's like I'm manifesting it right now. And I don't want to speak into it.
You have to speak it into existence?
Yeah, I do, but sometimes you can't speak it too much into existence, especially when people are watching or hearing what you say.
Mal de ojo, that's what you're talking about.
Eso es.
You see that?
And I'm kind of scared. That's why, like, I'm a little hesitant. Like, I do want to say a lot, but that's one of the things that I am working on. I don't want to say too much.
You don't want to say too much. But in a nutshell, you want to be an entrepreneur who has a lot going on.
Let's just say a mogul.
Sphere. You want to be a makeup mogul.
Yes. I want to be the next Pat McGrath. I want to be the next Mario. I want to be like these great, like even Kevin Aquan. He's one of my favorite makeup artists as well. I want to be great as them. I don't want to be like them. I want to be great like them.
I respect that. And at the end of the day, it's Bastien Drip, the flyest in the city, aka the young intellectual, and we got
Cat Kills, Cat's Fantasy, you already know. Your homegirl Cat, Katharina, you already know. I have too many names, but get with the program. Oh, where can they find me? Okay, so I have 2 Instagrams. I have my main account, which is Cat Kills, CATKILLS _ and then we got Cat's Fantasy, which is CATSFAN. TASY _ Cat's Fantasy. So get into it.
Yo, should we do a discount code for the viewers or something like that?
We could talk about that.
What do you think?
We could talk about that.
Give something for the viewers, but they have to watch the interview fully through.
Duh.
We'll talk about it. The details will be out soon. And at the end of the day, it's Bastien Drip, the flash in the city. And we out.
Bye.